Okay, hopefully I'm not blowing all your eardrums out, but unfortunately the volume on this is a little finicky, and I wanted to get a quick game in rather than futz with that. So, um, I'm coming back to the game. I got a little direction on what some people would like to see, and a few things I'd like to show off slash test. First of all, one thing I'm going to show real quickly is whenever you hop back into the game, I don't know if some of you have a better idea of what you were doing. I really wish more games would like let you leave notes of like what you plan to do. But I highly recommend clicking on heroes and looking right here and seeing if everyone's got a hut up, a lodge. And as you can see, my guy does not have a lodge, whereas this one I can click twice and it'll bounce between his lodges. And you should even check that because as I can see, oh, 5 more turns before he's not making me any gold. 90% of your gold economy is managing your lodges properly. Maybe not 90%, but a large percentage of your gold economy, barring certain things. So I need to be thinking about, hey, where is this guy going to be dropping a lodge? So I probably need more gold because I'm about to run out. Um, I've got a lot of things going on around here, but not a lot of gold. Like this is 2 gold, 3 gold, maybe within the range of a lodge. Yeah, so that's maybe a spot. But the other thing I know I'm going to do is, as we saw last time, for some reason there's a node here, which is really weird because that should have been visible when I got the watchtower that you get at the start, but whatever. So I'm definitely gonna go take that. Now, you don't always get that lucky, but I did, so I'm taking it. Uh, so yeah, as you can see, I'm already researching Levitate Tower. Let's go quickly through my stacks again. I wish it would select them for you. This stack looks mostly fine. The wolf's a little bit weak, but again, my gold income isn't stellar, so I'm fine having a weaker unit there. And this stack looks quite formidable. Sorry. This stack looks like it could use some work. And if I recall correctly, I thought I had some other units. Let's see here. You. I got you harvesting. You are melding. You are a harvester. You're exploring. You're a harvester. No, I don't. Okay. So I might even want to hire more units because that's pretty anemic, but I probably don't want to do it until I figure out where I'm dropping my hut because otherwise I'm going to be broke. So either way, I like to also save right at the end of a turn so I can quickly like take stock of what's going on rather than be on a brand new turn with like, oh God, what am I going to do? This guy's probably going to head up this way. All right, he can't. There's a river there that's hard to see, and I don't believe I have the magic yet to get around it. So he could head this way. I could try Castle Meldic with actually, huh? Do I have? No, I don't. I'm still making it, or I haven't made it. What do you do? +2 focus. Why not? Huh. I'm just trying to decide where I want to go before I hit end turn, but I guess I can process the turn at least, see if that changes anything. That was a bit weird. So there they go. Things are wandering. Cool. Elven heal root. Awesome. This might, I swear, maybe I did this turn last time. Interesting. Guerrilla warfare. I probably should have read that. Again, I'm kind of like playing this pretty blind. Um, okay, blah, 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 blah. So this is the main quest. This is how you beat the game. For those of you who haven't gotten this far, you get this once you get the first major all-fire node, not the little ones, which is why I'm so surprised it came so late. So step 1 is get a hero to level 15 and finish their story. And you only have to do 3 of these, by the way, so you pick 3. Master of Magic, collect and research 42 spells. That one can take some time, but if you're putting your research into it, I suspect you can get much faster. Be revered by 7 cities. You will usually want to do this because there's not a whole lot of upside to having cities hate you. It's not like you can sack them or anything. The question will be, can you find and get to 7 cities and make them happy? Certain things like mentalism, I think, make that easier, although mentalism is also one of the ones that has some arguments as to why they don't want cities to like them or will do things that make cities not like them. Have 5 landmarks within your domain. That's pretty easy, and I'm going to show it off real quick. Like, this is a landmark, as it will say right there, landmark. Slowly scrolling. I wish there was a faster scroll, or maybe there isn't, I don't know. Seat of Kings is a landmark. And I think it counts as in your domain, even if it's not generating its effect. This only happens when you finished a quest, but I believe you can still just count it as in your domain. I'm not sure. I haven't actually tested that, so I'll have to. I probably won't test it this game, but we'll see. I'm probably gonna go grab that spell page, and then once again back to our big mission. Um, have 5 apprentices. So in order to do that, that one is actually, I think, one of the slower ones, depending on how you play. You're over here to the tower rank ups. We have to get all the way up here to get to 5 apprentices, I believe. And that requires level 100, I believe, of mastery. And as you can see, I'm still pushing for 50 right now. Even in my latest game, I haven't hit that because usually after I get this tier, I decide, okay, I'm pretty good, and I cut back on the tons of proficiency approach. Speaking of, I should probably adjust my mana. I don't know why I was doing that. I don't recall. I hate that I can't leave myself notes. So that's, a thing. And then you can fight all the other circle mages. This is actually pretty easy once you get rolling because, especially at least as Alchemist, you can alpha strike them, where you sort of airdrop in some sealed elementals followed by a couple of golems in their back lines, and that fight's over. So all you have to do is get a hero close enough to walk into their stuff. Now, this one actually, I suspect this one's a lot harder on balance because one of the reasons this is easy is you can just explore until you find their capital and then walk a unit up to it and kill them before they aggro, basically. Normally they just kind of get mad really quickly and they're going to be ready to fight you and fighting you all the way there. So I don't know how much easier this is unbalanced. So yeah, I've in the game I almost finished before everything died. I was just leveling up my hero to finish things off, and I think I was going to get this one, and then it was kind of a choice between this and this, whichever one I wanted to do. So that gives you an idea of how I've approached it so far. Yeah, I need adamantium is incredibly hard to find, but this is a good thing to complete. Um, well, it's hard to find, it's even harder to get to usually. I should probably test this, but getting distilled aria is kind of tricky because you need to find it or make it, and that can take a while. But either way, I've been rambling a lot. Let's go ahead and take some easy experience here. Oh, right, you were on a quest. I don't remember where. This is one of the few small problems of the game that they're going to work on, but it takes some time, is a quest log eventually. Right, this is my army that's not terrible. I will take defensive stuff here because speed on halberdiers is something that's, again, anything defensive like this is good because they're going to get pelted by ranged units all the time. And this is one less damage from elemental or from, I believe, white and death. No, not elemental, just white and death. So still, that's less damage. And then these guys are up front. Ooh, I'll take piercing attack, especially in the mid game. These guys become more flankers and finishers. So backstab and piercing attack is going to make this guy really, really good at getting in there and killing something that someone else is tied up. I'm usually going to have, well, there's not a lot of front line on this. Gosh, my armies are not great. But as you can see, I'm also kind of broke, so I don't really want to go on a spending spree right now and try to buff up my armies. Yeah, I wish, actually, let's really quickly, I've got weird stuff going on with this hero. Where's the hero page? Tower page, circle page, over here, hero page. Oh, I have to research it. That's right. Oh, excuse me. Wrong button. So, where am I going? I guess he's pretty much just on murder mode. I can go up here and clear this. I'm not starting that fight. I could go down here and clear that, actually. That's probably better. And then I can take these. I think this one requires clearing things I've already activated. So if I bump into them, great. There's a great spell called Awareness, and there's a few others like, oh, that's why, that's why I have my mana that way. Yeah, I remember now what I was doing. There we go. Isn't it fun? Yeah, I always get a little lost when I come back into these games, and you're just kind of looking around like, what happened? Speaking of landmarks, um, apparently I have an adventure here. Yeah, I found this in my other game and never did anything. Ooh, Academy of Warning. An apprentice can be hired here. So can I take another apprentice? Where does it show that actually? Power. I should have one, two, three apprentices, so yeah, I can take another apprentice. So that's really good. It's going to be a little tricky getting them out of there, but it's going to be worth it. I hope. We'll see. Okay, so level this guy up. Doesn't matter. I'll take willpower in case he's in a fight because that way he won't rout quite as much. If anything focuses him, he's gonna die. Uh, I really wish there was like a highlight minables and harvestables sometimes, but you're gonna hike up here, I think, and just take the wheat because that's nice and safe. I want to do more mining with. If I recall correctly, he's got a mining boost. Yeah, oh, and I've already got it preset. Yeah, that's one of the ways I kind of leave myself notes as I try to, put in their move orders before I save and quit. But I don't always do that, as shown by the fact that I have no idea what I'm doing here. So, fly will be nice. Let's head up a little bit more north. Nope, I was hoping there'd be something to do there other than explore it. All right, what do I have? I have a lot of stuff. I have heal root. So I don't appear to be making the thing that kind of breaks open. Oh yeah, I'm making it. Okay, so I talked about this. I'll be showing it off once it's made. That's why I was going to send my guy into the undead area because this is going to allow him to just cleave through them. I could make another one of these. I could make one for every single army, and that's if you want to be, especially at harder difficulties, probably a really good thing to do. However, I'd rather not do that. So let's see what else I can make. What do I get? Draw the giant, and if I throw an eyeball on that, that gives me revitalizing nectar. That's probably overkill. I do wish it would like save things that you've seen. I've got a lot of corrupted adamantium, and it makes toxic distillate, which is nice. I could drop one and do a. I do not have any philosopher's stones. I'm still crafting them. So yeah, maybe we'll just do that. Because toxic distillate is yeah AoE death and well actually let's go over here. I might want life and blue instead. Get me. Oh, I've got two sacred water. It's always good to take stock of your inventory every now and then. I could make more eagle spirit, although it's going to matter less now that we have the item that does it. I have so much fairy grass, and it doesn't hurt to have for when my other factions need it. So yeah, having like sealed elementals, sacred water, and eagle spirit on hand, 2, 3, maybe 4, is never a bad thing. So if you're ever just like, what do I do? Good option. In fact, the thing I am thinking about that I should have done is I want to look at things like this. Increase the yield of all chemical threshold recipes by 1. That is huge. You get more stuff. Getting more stuff is good. Obviously, I can't use this, so that's maybe where I should have made that nectar because it would have made this easier to get. I could have put the nectar into this. Do I have enough green? I've got 2 there. I've got 3 there. I need 4 more green. 2, 4. Oh, I hate when the game does this. I have it, but I have too much. I respect that the game has a thought there, but it is incredibly frustrating to have this problem occur. Do I have anything that could not do that? Sorry to those of you forced to watch me stumble through this, but this is how it is sometimes. If I drop you, I need 2. I think once I have a Philosopher's Stone, I can do this quite easily, so I'll just wait for that to finish. It's not like I could build it right now anyways, but I want to remember to get that because that's one of the better ones. Crafting duration is very, very powerful. All of your stuff crafts faster, so ideally you want to swap out the workshop table there eventually, which means less stuff but done faster, and you can put in more tables elsewhere. This is really good and trivial to get. This is pretty good and trivial to get. This is weird. I guess it's because anyone can get it. So necromancers probably care a lot more. It's not necessarily bad as an early thing for an alchemist because it's more stuff to craft with. Um, really quickly, the garden. These are really good later when units in your domain is easier for reasons, or if you're defending a lot. I'm guessing on harder difficulties. I usually do the focus channel though, just because +2 focus to all your units is great, or I just do another crystal growth or a mana storage. These are also really good. Human barracks. I've got my laboratory, which is super important. This is actually a lot of income when you think about it. It's actually probably one of the best income things in the game. And it's weird that it's in the human barracks, but it's 3 green, 6 orange, which I could have done. In fact, I probably should spend more time making things like fire breathing and whatnot because they're really good for crafting as well. because 2 more days on like a 3 gold place, well, that's 6 more gold than you would have gotten. So very, very powerful. Obviously, this is really good because paladins are really good, but it can be a little hard to get the pips for that. And I don't usually do the halberdier one. The plus 20% XP bonus is nice. I'll usually do the drill instructor in the early game, so I might do that next time I have things up. And then the mess hall is new to me. I forget what this even does. Actually, I should probably read what it does. New units start with more experience, more hiring slots, and I hire faster, which is kind of eh. This is probably what I would want. Um, huh, interesting. I'm curious if that's worth it. I've never seen that before. Receive 2 beverages per week is probably pretty good because again, as an alchemist, I can craft those, and it's more stuff to use in battle. And the willpower loss is strong, and I believe that will just be on all units. It's not just in your domain. But this is probably what I want to focus first because again, that's basically 5 more gold uh, per turn. So, and then when this is finished, that's a big deal. And I don't think I want to build anything else right now. Do I have a troop quarters already? I do. What do you get? I usually put the drill instructor on here. Um, yeah, this one's weird because it's, I think, domain only, but it doesn't act like it is. Even though it says increase your tower site by 3 tiles, I don't believe that's your domain. So maybe this is really good if you're getting zerged by enemies in the higher difficulties, but down in Explorer, who cares? Um, Again, this is domain effect. I don't care much. So yeah, I usually take the faster duration higher and the experience. That way I can really, blast out units when I have to put in replacements. So I know that this is going to finish in 3 turns, and that's going to make this whole area cake. Well, it's going to make just about anything I want him to kill cake. But I also know this is about to finish, and I'd like to get whatever this. Oh, it's Lenya. Never mind. No, I'd still like them dead. So let's kill them. Heroic victory. It's a bunch of undead. I mean, I could show the fight, but it's basically going to be putting these guys up front and defending, and then bombing them with him and him with a little help from her. The main reason being elemental damage and white damage is what they're weak to. White weakness 100%, elemental 20, so it's just focusing them down nice and careful. And let's be honest, take the auto resolves. Sometimes you want to not take it so you can do, heals and whatnot, but I don't care. Oof, yeah, I'm going to take more white resistance. That's a lot of white resistance. Um, I might just take it to see if it unlocks anything. Speed is like the only thing I care like equally low about because usually you want your units to stick together and they're not taking their full move. And on a unit like this, they're probably not rushing all the way across the battlefield. So let's try it, see if I care. Definitely health. You're a melee unit. And then now we get healed. Which is a little bit ironic. So is this any worse? No, skeleton archers and skeletons. I think it's just going to give me an auto win. Yep, nice and easy. Cool. Huh, this unit in every ally stack gains 2 willpower. Meditate and cleanse. Cleanse is incredibly strong, especially for Alchemist, especially, well, for 2 reasons. One, Alchemist, well, I don't know if it's an Alchemist building. I'll check in a moment. Sorry, let me make sure I'm not crazy. Yeah, I'm going to take cleanse here and I'll show you why. So the only thing cleanse costs is focus. It does not take an action. So you can cleanse as many people in range per turn until you run out of focus. So one, we saw that building, I think here, yeah, that gives +2 focus. So that's 2 more cleanses. And that is the Crystalline Garden, which I think is Alchemist unique. I don't know. This certainly makes me think so, but maybe not. And then more importantly, as you get later into the crafting, focus potions already exist, and then there's some things that give you regenerating focus or make everything free of focus, so you can just keep your army eternally free of debuffs. It's incredibly powerful. So we're gonna get attacked. That's fine. Retreat. I now know that there's XP to be gained over here. Yeah, I haven't cleared out this whole area, so it was kind of greedy of me to do that. Wolves. Yep, getting attacked. That's fine. Retreat. Run away. I do wonder if to make scouting a little bit less mindless, they should not let you just kind of easily do that, but whatever. Like retreat, like it should be if there's enough enemies, they can really slaughter you before you can retreat, or a risk of that. Okay, so all you have is the Lenya in this, which is really disappointing. Sometimes there's more stuff here. But because that's done, I'm about to lose basically all my gold income, but I'm going to lift him off because I lose all three of those. And I want that node ASAP. More all fire makes your economy easier. It's just that simple. Get as much of it as you can. The only question is where am I parking my city? On my tower, I guess. I think so. Like on the one hand, I could go right here and get there faster and spend less time moving around, but I'm not sure where I'm going to move the tower after that. So I might want to be here. That way, I'm getting 3 gold income a turn, something like that. Let's go. Actually, again, you want to kind of like most gold, minimum movement. So maybe there. I don't know if it'll let me land there, but we'll send it that far, and then if I have to move, that's not a big deal. There it goes. My glorious, glorious tower. Battlefield, unexplored. I have got to check these. Oh, I have done this 6 times. Okay, but I found these guys. Yay. Cool, free experience. Huh. Uh, Wildfire is interesting because burning is actually quite a good effect, and being able to spread it like that is good. I'm definitely not going to take the glyph slot, so I guess I'll just take it. It's not my favorite. There's another thing he could have gotten there that makes this better later, namely Fireball, but yeah, Fireball is just an attack. It's not like a cool spell where they explode. So we were talking about the tower. What do I want to do first? Alchemy Lab? No, I want to do the Human Barracks thing. Let's get some money. So, oh no, sorry, the free beer. Free beer. Yay! Ooh, can I do that? I think so. Thanks to you. And then that's basically that taken care of because it's just a fire potion to finish that up. So I just need 3 blue and 3 green. Again, if I had Philosopher's Stones ready to go, this would be cake. I'm just trying to be a little bit efficient and not waste certain things that I might want to use later. So I could do 1 of you, that's 3 blue, and then for 2 green, that's not enough, right? I need to get the other one. So do I have an option there? If I do that, that's that, but it's intelligence gathering. Yeah, interesting. So I don't have a 3 option, so the easiest way is just throw a potion of fire breathing in there. That's the 6 orange. 3 blue and 3 green will be easiest done by doing probably a locket. Yeah, and then a charge stone. There we go. Free beer. Hooray. Um, You have just been, oh yeah, I've got you on path. Go ahead and harvest. Okay, this is a little risky because this guy might chase us around, but I think I want to do it. Ugh, wardens. I've gotten these ones before. I find them kind of boring. There's literally nothing wrong with them. I just, of all the things, I took her last time, so I'm going to take this guy. I think she's incredibly good. I just find them boring. And the other thing is, part of the reason I took this, even though I'm in like dangerous territory and it's going to be kind of a pain to get back and I might lose the unit, there are ways to get the unit back. So if you ever do lose a unit, especially in the mid game, it's fine. In the early game, it's really rough, but I want to see if I have not. So I do have awareness, which can help track down certain quests. Yeah, there's a few spells you get on your second apprentice page, which I don't believe I have yet. Tower spell, alchemy spell page. Yeah, there's a second apprentice page you get at some point, and that kind of helps with this. But for right now, we're air quotes gonna rough it, and I'm gonna quickly check my ingredients or my inventory. Where you at? Consumables. Okay, I've got a good deal of like oh no buttons that can get me out of trouble should they get in a fight that they can't handle. Ooh, huh. So I'm thinking maybe they take that fight, explore that location, and then drop their hut right there to help my income because that's a nice spot. I'd love to like get a wisp down here, but oh, and then I can get a wisp down there actually, yeah, and get my stuff. So maybe I'll do that. More heal root, but that's your job. And then this guy's gonna go. Well, he's kind of got a problem that I don't know where to send him because I haven't cleared out enough stuff. I probably want this person getting all the Lenya. So I'm probably going to hike him all the way up north and just leave him on auto move for quite a few turns. And he'll maybe come up here and start cleaning out this stuff because he's got nothing to do down there. Of note, the more north you go, the more you're going to find iron veins and whatnot. Which brings up the question of should this guy be clearing all that out for him? Yeah, let's kind of plan ahead and have him, again, not a super strong stack, so let's have him do some work. Oh, okay, they're all just goblins. I'm keeping an eye out for beasts. Oh, it's actually decisive victory. I need to fight this. Beasts, because I don't remember if I have enchant beasts yet, but if I get it, or if I'm, think I'm gonna get it, I will want to keep an eye on where they're at and maybe not take certain fights so I can just steal their stuff later. This is an annoying map, for obvious reasons. It's got really good choke points, but you don't always want really good choke points. The 2 fire beetles, you're melee, right? Yeah, that was the big thing to remember. Where's their archers? Shaman, archer range. About there. So I just don't want to be anywhere where the archer and the shaman can get 3 attacks. I want them to have to move, so I'm going to go up to about there. You two are my melee. Let's check this again. So up to that rock. Okay, I'm gonna go over here as well. Ooh, no, that would be stupid if they engage. Yeah, because they can go up to here, so I actually have to go up to this like brown patches. I want to stay completely out of their range, but have this guy set up to flank. This is where these units are really powerful. They can take advantage of pretty much anything. Okay, so just in front of that tree, as long as you keep them nice and safe. So we'll keep them way at the back, and then these guys are just going to huddle behind them, ready to heal. If I lose these, it's not the end of the world. I have literally nothing I want to do except can I fireball somebody? I can, and so I will, because he's also got wildfire, so fireballing them is actually really, really good. But didn't light on fire, so yeah, let's see how this goes. So yeah, they move up and only get 2 attacks instead of 4. I get, a lot of threats going around here. Let's see where you can move. You can go all the way here and really just come into the back line next turn. Where can they move? Oh yeah, I might actually do that. So let's get you up there. And then you, again, have a sort of similar problem where I don't think, yeah, they can get right up there. So all I have to do is make sure they can't get they can't get bombarded. Still, they'll be guarding. I really like these flanking maneuvers where you just, really come from behind and mess up the enemy, because it's a great way to keep your units safe and to just mess their units up. And to keep their attention over here, well, could do. He's gonna start taking damage from those archers. They did 4 damage last turn. They'll do 6 this turn if they decide to focus him. So I'm gonna move him up and get in there and have him guard. And because he's gonna be the one guarding, and this goblin's in the back, this is where throw sand can be really powerful. I just need to make sure. Okay, you're not killing him. It will hurt, but you will not die. I could even do it to you. Maybe I do it to them. Yeah. Because I don't care how much damage it does, I just want to blind them. Yeah, so now they're much, much weaker. And these guys are also going to come in. Do you get a green from here? No, you don't. So, throw some acid. Because now that he's blinded, I'm way less concerned about the damage he's going to do if he focuses. And I mean, it's a goblin archer. It's not that dangerous. I am probably overthinking this. I could do things like elemental weakness and whatnot. I'm not going to at the moment. I just want him to guard and be my tank. Yep. And then they're going to Zerker Shrooms, making them all weaker. 2/2/2. There we go. And now they are in a really nasty position. So this guy's almost certainly healing him. That's just his option. But I'm not going to do it, because heal is 1 action, 2 focus, and your turn. If I need an emergency person to use a potion or an alchemy thing, alchemists are great ones, because it's not like they're going to use their actions otherwise if they don't need to move. So I'm going to just take a moment and be a little bit less hasty about this. So if I fireball him, can I hate that I can't see that. So if I run in and flank him that way, I could do that. I think killing him is what I want to do. I know you're going to try and kill me for it, but we'll see how this goes. I might regret it. Boom, boom. Okay, he takes a ton of damage. And then what do we want to do with our follow-up? Oh, you can only throw sand once. Noted. That's a little sad. So he's also kind of useless right now. Ooh. So since he's thrown his sand and he can't do anything over here, I could break this open, but that doesn't benefit me. I don't believe so. So again, I'm going to run him way over here and guard up. So he's threatening the other side. If they run away, I can come in from that side. Again, he's just going to heal. And I think getting the kill on that guy is pretty important. I feel like the archers in this pack of goblins are going to kill one of my units, but I'm kind of willing to take that. I might just do more summon beasts if I need to. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. And then yeah, I could just kill this unit, but this unit I'm not worried about. It's basically tied up with him, and I'm not going to do enough damage to them to ooh, I probably should have focused them down. That was actually the right thing to do. But oh well. Heal my hero, well, my apprentice, and then my turn. They die attacking him. Oh, even better. I forget. I've been playing unbalanced, and I'm a little more used to them being slightly smarter. Here is where speed could theoretically matter, because, oh, I'd get one more blue move, then I could pop something else, but it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to heal him. This guy's going to murder that. And then these guys are going to murder him. It's pretty straightforward. So yeah, that went perfectly. I way overthought it, but huzzah. And there's unfortunately a lot of this cleaning up trash fights thing, which is why I'm gonna maybe have to get some editing software. My fiance already does stuff like that. Take the research; it's really, really good. It adds up. Health, they're fragile units. Maybe for them, it was worth taking speed because they're so weak that just being able to engage from even farther makes them more threatening. Ooh, that's really good though. Quick reflexes is always good. Ooh, Morningstar. Who can use that? Everybody, right? Let's see here. You are not what I meant to click on. What am I doing? Oh, you are what I meant to click on. Yeah, you can use it. Anyone can use it. 100% willpower loss. Who do I want that on? For now, he's good enough. There's a lot of like, oh, actually, no, I have a new guy. New guy needs new toys. Oh, he can't carry them. He gets a shield slot though, so here you go. Good luck, don't die. We'll see how this goes. What's his attack? He's Mental Bolts and Guardian Mend, and he's got melee health-ish, sort of. But he doesn't have good melee, right? Yeah, he doesn't. It's so weird. So he's supposed to just kind of be a weird wall? I don't know. Whatever. Not impressed, is I believe the short answer. I don't want to harvest that. I kind of want to do this castle fight, but I'm waiting for the Eagle Spirit. Because it's going to make the fight a lot easier. And I'm thinking about where I want to drop his domain. I kind of hate where I'm at because there's nothing here. I've had stuff spawn here before. The only thing is that. So I'm wondering if I should just do this now and get it done. Yeah, so we'll just go here and start that. At least I'll have some gold. It's not an ideal spot for it, but this will never go away. And I'll get a little bit of a reputation with 7 keeps, I believe. Always want to be looking out where you can put their stuffs. So yeah, that's the turn. Anything else? I'm not hiring anyone yet. Like I need to get the stack buffed up, but there's no point hiring early. Like, yeah, I could have my army murder its way across here to meet him, but I'm not feeling that. So, and that's a lot of income I'm not getting in the meantime. Cool, free XP. They're coming after him. Okay, so I got a fire breathing and a dark feast, 2 charged crystals, 10% chance of souls. Don't care about that. One more turn on that. Once again, we're back on this, right? Yeah, let's go about there. Are there any spells I want to be casting right now that would really help? So I need to take a moment and make sure I'm aware of what I have. Fatigue isn't bad. Summon Animal Pack is amazing, but I don't have many Primordial Hexes right now. Resist Elements isn't bad, but I can't cast it. Summon jelly wouldn't be terrible. So like what I'm gonna try and do probably is get down a domain for that guy, and then summon some jellies and wisps to buff out his army, so he at least has a full stack, and then he can wander around a little bit safer than he is currently. Hopefully that guy can't catch him. Well, if he does, I can win that fight by just dropping elementals and wasting some resources. So it could be worse. Where was I sending you? I had a thought and I forgot what it was. Oh yeah, I was going down here. So don't move your full move. Always try to do it in batches like this of your vision so that you don't miss things or wind up getting horribly destroyed. You're just moving all the way across the world. You are cleaning up this area for him. So I want to clean that up and possibly drop my domain here because this is a bunch of gold and gold is important. So move the tower. Whee! So of course I could land the tower right now and start going for that node, but again, I don't want to move it again, and I don't know where I'm moving it quite right afterwards, so I'm okay spending a few more turns getting less gold, especially because I'm not cramped. Quick turn. Yeah, that's cool. Please stay in the area, because I'm about to have domain there too. There's so much stuff to kill. Okay, cool. So, blah, 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 blah. The book mentions new purity. Yep, okay, sure. Very convenient. Not gonna complain. I've seen those things spawn way farther away and way worse spots. Will be needed. Oh, am I separating the demon? I kind of want to not. Apply soul cage. This unit's soul will be trapped. Okay, interesting. This guy seems really good for necromancy runs. I've got a slot open. I'll do that later. I've got research open. I'll do that right now. I'm just trying to decide what I want to do. So he's all done. Cool. 140, 120. I'm literally just looking for the cheapest thing right now because I still am. So if you see something that you really think will help, like, oh, I'm going to need to resist elements, go ahead and beeline it and adjust your all fire. I'm of the opinion that especially right now on Explorer, I probably don't need too much. So I'm just going to keep doing the cheapest thing to keep unlocking other stuff to see if there's anything that I'm like, ooh, I want that. And refill shops is meh. Okay. So health mile. Okay. This is brutal. So let's start winning all the fights all the time. At least down here. There you are. Nope. Yep. Cool. And he can also wield that mace. Yeah, he can. Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna show off in one of these fights, both of these fights, some of these fights. Unexplored harvestable. Okay, so I can explore it, get some stuff. Ooh, some good stuff. And then go beat up on, I guess, either of them. It doesn't really matter. Oh, more stuff to kill. I would auto win this if I just auto resolve it. But I'm going to show you the battle because I'm going to show you the most powerful thing in the game, or one of the most powerful things in the game, which is that trinket I just put on him after crafting it. And then if you don't remember, I'll show you the recipe for it afterwards. So, a couple of things to note. First of all, these guys, really annoying. If you kill them and you don't finish the fight, they come back to life 3 turns later. I had that happen where I was kind of grinding out the fight using some tactics with a smaller army, and I basically almost lost. So these 2 units are ranged. This guy's ranged. Do not move this guy, because he now has Drink Eagle Spirit for free. It takes 1 action. That's it. So, they come up next to him. He gives everyone a drink. And himself. And now you are the ultimate artillery. Really quickly, is there anything else I need to cast? Yeah, Battle Cry. Not that that matters a ton. You want to stay back. We'll figure out how they're actually, you're probably just going to go here. And that's the front line. You have Throw Sand, I don't care. I could also put it on him because he's got Throw Sand and increase his range. I can now throw acid flasks all the way here. You see how it's a yellow shot and I'm supposed to get a debuff for that? Notice how under there it just says weak versus damage type, and I'm not getting any debuff. Now, I'm only doing a little damage because I'm only getting 1 shot, but I can now shell these guys freely. Boom, 8 damage from that range. I could do 39 damage right now if I wanted, but I don't want to waste it yet, so I'll just do 2 attacks here, and completely obliterate that unit, and they're forced to come to me. So I just sit here artillery striking them, and they have to run into it. It is very, very good. So they're going to all run up, and yeah, they're going to do their best. The bear kills him. Cool. So now the only thing I need to worry about is, do I need to engage this guy? And the answer is probably no, because I'm pretty sure I can just kill him if I so choose. Fire arrow, yeah. So again, I shouldn't be getting this much damage. I should be getting about half as much because I should be getting the range penalty, but I'm not. Let's see what the range penalty is again. I can't test. But I'm not getting the range debuff because that's what Eagle Potion does. It not only increases your range, it gets rid of that range penalty debuff, which is just so obscenely powerful. Why am I? Oh, sight penalty minus 50%. That's really annoying how it's popping up right where it makes it hard to read. But I don't know if I want to volley him or what. Because I mean, you know what? Let's make everyone else move. Oh yeah, like again, this hero needs nothing else. He can now just murder these like as he feels. This is ridiculous. Like I just, you die. Cool. All right. You come in, flank the dude. You flank him back and break his armor, so he can't even retaliate attack. And then, you know, the doggos can go up, probably. I've got 2 of you left. Yeah, you'll kill him. And oh, I can also cleanse things off still, even though he's already gone. Like, this dude's done. I need nothing else on him. This is endgame for him. It is obscenely powerful. I really want to kill that. Or at least make it weaker, because this thing's dead. I don't want this coming around and somehow getting lucky. So we'll just bombard him, and then we'll bombard him again with flaming it. Oh, he's dead. Yeah, this is so gross. Um, oh, and the dogs can just, yeah, okay, yeah, overthought it. Eagle spirit potions are crazy. Now that was, you know, a fight I was going to auto win anyways, but I didn't take any damage. Or I think someone got hit once, maybe? Yeah, they got their one little attack in, and yeah, they've all healed up back to full. It just incredibly strong. Armor, just in case anyone looks at him. I can now go take this fight if I want. Or I can start hustling down here to take that one. Oh, it says I can't because he's on the water. Jerk. Well, we'll come down here and try to keep an eye on it. Jeez, there's a lot of guys. Well, he's got a lot of cleanup to do. Okay, before we do your quest, I want to, well, tower. Okay, we're getting free beer, which is great. Human barracks. Do I want to go for the work shed? Kinda, yeah. Because I've already got the green and orange combo kind of going. Can I get there though? That is a legitimate question. I don't know that I can. Okay, so I really want what did I just say? The worker shed. Oh wait, it takes orange. I'm sorry, I'm blind. I could just force it by doing 2 of these. So I'm gonna try not to use things like my fire breathing potion because obviously it's useful in fights, and I've just got these ingredients sitting around here. Anything that gives you 2 colors, especially for alchemists, since you can make philosopher's stones, you probably don't want to waste if you only need 1 color. So like I need 5 pips of orange. I don't want to use any of my double color stuff. I'd rather use fire breathing potions if I have to. I can do this, and then this, and then 1 iron, you know, or mountain copper. Boom, worker shed. So now I'm going to make more money per turn. Well, or rather, I'm going to make more money per domain parking, and that'll just make my life a little bit easier. Okay, so he's got a quest, and the quest involves a tier 3 hollowed guard. Neat. Glad I checked this. That is a thing. That is quite a thing. White and death resistance. Huh. This is a little risky. I'm sure there's going to be things I can say and do and whatnot. I almost want to get him a few more levels before doing that. So I'm going to maybe swing around and at least see what's over here. Like, I feel like taking that fight might be easier. You know what? Let's just do it. Yep, sure. Oh, we get +2 willpower. So, and it claims I should crush this 196, 514 to 196, but it still gives me a decisive victory and risks my hero. Cool. Because there's also Warped Reality, which undoes some of what I just got. Neat. So I'm going to be very cautious here, I think, and spend some resources because I don't want. What? Oh, cool. Oh, okay. So he like randomly turns into a demon or something, or maybe at plot points. I don't know. So who's got more health? Definitely him. What type of damage do you do? Frost and other stuff, right? The big thing to know is this guy can root you, and he can apply Frostbite. Rooting is really brutal because now your unit just loses a turn if it's melee. So I actually want to get pretty close to him pretty fast. So I wait. Do you fly now, or did I give you an item that makes you fly? Yeah, I made you fly. That'd be cool, but no. So I'm gonna try and use the goblins a little strategically because they are the weakest thing on the board. I probably should have gotten them close enough to blind him though with the sand. These guys are going there, I'm pretty sure. And then it's just a question of what am I doing with everyone else? Are you immune to burning? You are not. Not that it matters, because once again, it's a one-on-one fight. Okay. So you're going to go up here, engage him so he can't start picking on my weaker units, and probably just defend. I don't believe there's any point in attacking. The rest of you is the trick. So I could just, like, Berserker Shroom right now. I've got Sacred Water, which probably does nothing. I could Fire Breathing him, which is cute. Burning is a really good thing, so that's kind of why you would go up and do that. I probably just want to take the shot here and see if I can catch him on fire. Yeah, no damage, no burning. Where's a good shot? These also fly, so I think I can just go over here and start getting around. So since I get, this is the best shot I can get, I'll take it. I need to chip away at him. And he's resistant to white as well, which is not ideal. Would this have done anything if I'd actually... Yeah, no, it's really only good in really specific scenarios. I think it's kind of a weak skill, unfortunately. And we'll poke him again. Hopefully, I don't get destroyed here. I expect him to beat on my guy. Oh boy, he's gonna run into someone else. Yep, it's the... Oh, duh, he wants to proc Frostbite on everybody. That makes sense. Okay, so you come over here, blind him and flank him. He is immune to blind, of course he is. And you do as much damage as you can while flanking. Uh-huh. Which was barely any. Oh, I thought these flew. Maybe they don't fly anymore. Maybe that was the nerf. I don't know, they're still great. Who am I to complain? There's not a bad spot. You are useless. I am considering if I can change anyone's damage real quick. Not really. Does this do anything to him? Very, very little. Which brings up the question of what else do I have? Tar Bomb, I can make elementals, which won't do much, or I can just kind of throw down a melee with him. He will hit back, but that's, I think, fine, because I get a flank hit first. It's probably worth putting these guys in melee with him and defending, because they have first strike. And I don't think he can kill them, especially if this guy throws down with him first. Oh, right, and you heal part of your damage. Of course I should be attacking with you. And then I can heal them? Yeah. And they'll do more damage and take more damage. That's probably super risky, but whatever. You shooting from here is useless. You shooting from here is about as good as I'm going to get. Poke, poke. And turn. Yep, he attacks the halberdiers. Jesus. Boy, does he ever. See, if I move the goblins in, he's just going to murder them. So what I want to do is just juggle my flanks. So this guy is not going to attack first, because as you can see, he will get mauled. So instead, this guy's going to go set up a flank, I think, because he's not doing a ton of damage anyways. I hope you flank from here. I'm gonna, yeah, okay, flank, boom, boom, nothing done. Now he takes a lot less damage because he's not going to get retaliated on as many times. So boom, boom, takes damage, that's fine. And then this guy's going to go over here, set up another flank, and we slowly chip away. And then if I were to run in with you, I think he just turns around and kills you on the very next turn. And now, do I do this? See, I'm considering actually using a Berserker Shroom first, like so he can double Berserker Shrooms and keep them nice and healthy. I don't want to lose anyone this fight. You are not to attack, you are only to guard, because he will murder you, given the slightest provocation. Yeah, he cannot go in. I wish I could give him more focus. Oh, I could get that focus room, and then he could throw more sand. Always awesome. Yep, hit. All right, cool. So once again, same thing. Boom, boom. And this way we waste 2 of his actions, as you can see. And that way he's not murdering my other guys, and I might actually just be able to kill him here. It's a little close. Uh, hmm. So this is a flank. I'm gonna try it. This is a little greedy, but I've got high hopes. Ah! Do you? No. Oops. Oops. Case in point, not a brilliant plan. So even though I'm out of mana, I'm gonna make sure not to hit him because he's at full health. God, he's gonna kill that unit. I have to kill him. Can I do 9 damage, please, game? Ah, I know the best way to do it. I just don't want to do it. Well, I could throw a Sacred Water at him. Which do I value more, Sacred Water or Elementals? Probably the Elementals because my main hero has white damage, and so I'm not going to need Sacred Water in that death area at all, probably. So I'm going to keep those sealed Elementals, and we'll just grenade him. So there you go. I used some stuff and made sure I didn't lose anybody, because I'm pretty sure, I could have checked there to show, but I'm pretty sure he would have just smashed that goblin into the dirt. Yay, nobody died. You level up. Definitely missile resistance. You are going to be an arrow magnet, also missile resistance. Yes. Really happy. Get a book, get some stuff, get my neat consumable ingredient. What? Okay, troops, blah, 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 is read. Finally, so I'm assuming I'm not supposed to just, like, use this immediately. Okay. Oh yeah, I have to invest it. Otherwise, it's like I could craft with that instead, but I'm gonna use it for the quest. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I want to see the demons, so whatever. Let's make this guy go all demon. I want to see how ridiculous this gets, and I'm sure he's probably really good even if you don't go full demon, because oh, he can hold 2 weapons. Neat. Um, but yeah, I mean, how often do you get to have a demon? Well, actually, quite often in this game, but hey. So he's gonna go down here, work his way across. Now I kind of have a goal for him, which is to get over here. Oh my God, it's so far away. My other dude can just reave his way through there. Apprentice Lodge built. Speaking of, oh yeah, I already did that. You. What do I do with you? Well, I at least look at the bone pile. Neat. You are exactly what I didn't want to see. Let's try hunkering down over here. Are you in range? Okay. If I'm lucky, they'll all leave me the hell alone. If I'm not, this is going to get really ugly. I need to get a shack down ASAP. I need to go back to pushing my mana for at least a turn because I want to be able to ASAP summon a Wisp or a Jelly. And we'll see how that goes. That's going to be just a mess of things, but I expect if he dies, you'll get to see why it's not the end of the world. Ooh, that mine is unprotected, so you just have to come down here and kill that. And you know what? You will build your domain right now. Go ahead, tower. So can you land right here? Is this what I want? Yes, it is. You can. Awesome. The tower can land on just about anything. It looks a little weird sometimes. And actually, I want a wisp right now. Now that I think about it, I should have thought ahead. Because I'm going to put it on that node. Control of this location is conflicted. Is it a fight? It shouldn't be a fight. All right, we'll see what happens. Yep, they're just going to derp around a bit. Alembic chamber constructed. Awesome. All right, let's look at that real quickly. This thing just changes the game for Alchemist. You get 3 potent water per week, which are the thing that let you double up your output. If you lose -1 in every pip that you have. So if you have all 3 colors, you lose 1 in each color. If you only have 1 color, you lose 1 in that color. But if you still are making something, you get double the amount. It's very, very powerful. It also comes with some awesome stuff. This is why I don't value harvesting very much, because all units gain gatherer means you can strip mine the map. Is it worth doing? That's its own question. I generally prefer to do definitely the Aria pool. Anything that gives me stuff per week is great. The Enchanted Distillery is very, very strong because you're getting more per craft. And this is also really good, but I was kind of unimpressed with it just with how my last game was going. So I'd probably do these 3. I might do harvesting tools, I might not. I was overflowing and stuff last time, so I'm thinking I might want the crafting duration down, because getting your crafting duration down and your output up is another way you can break the economy to this point where you just start making so many philosopher stones or any other like highly expensive items. Like, what's easy to make? These are 7 gold a pop. They take 4 turns. We could get them down to 2 turns, and I could make 4 of them. That's what, basically 14 gold a turn from these if you were selling them. So yeah, things to think about. Again, I need lots of green though, and I don't have lots of green. Well, I sort of do. This is actually really nice because it might get me what I want right away. Although I think I'm just waiting for my 1 of Philosopher's Stone. God, ugh. I'm so used to getting like 3 or 4 whenever I craft one from my other game. So that gets me up to what? Yeah, I still need green and blue though. I thought I had one. No, yeah, you. That gets me to minion. Ah, yeah, I can do it. And then I just need a focus potion. He said, slowly realizing he has not been crafting his focus potions. I'm so used to just having them on hand in stupid large stockpiles. Okay, it looks like I'm not going to do this right now. Of the 2, I want the Aria pool, and I'm almost there, so I'll wait for some other stuff to finish. Because of that, and because I keep running into, hey, I need green, it's time to go use this heal root and make some stuff. Because I can use the heal root and the healing potion. Oh, by the way, the Eagle Spirit, 6 green, 6 orange. That's why heal root's crazy, because it lets you get that really early. We can use a healing root. I don't want to waste a healing potion because they're kind of a nice emergency option. So I'm just curious if I should do that. Oh, whoops, wrong color. We could do that. Yeah, it doesn't change anything. I don't have the thing that doubles it right now, right? Catalysts? No, I don't. So the only question is, do I want Draw the Giant? Which, as you can see, is 3 green. So healing root, 2 wheat, cool. Free 3 green item. It's just a question of, do I want to go for Revitalizing Nectar, which is 4 green, but it's actually useful in battle, whereas this is 2 draw to the giant, though. So this is technically 6 pips, versus this is 4 pips. So it depends on whether or not you're crunched on space. Just keep stuff like that in mind. I think this is good. I will craft it, and you know what? I'm not going to craft it again. I want to, but I know I'm about to start getting those doubling draughts, and then I can make a lot more. So I'm going to keep that for now. We'll go over to the tower. We'll pick up. Oh God, no. Yeah, cauldron's all green. Minions all green. I really like the. Oh, you know what? I like the proficiency pen pal and whatnot, and I've realized like, hey, I don't have any focus potions, so let's get some focus potions. Again, I could get more if I waited a week, but let's just get going. So nice and easy. I'm now making 7 gold a turn because of everything else. I need to go to my tower. There it is. Can I just summon right on top of it? No, it claims it's contested. So if I summon here, I'm willing to lose a wisp on. I see. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, it made someone angry. That's what it was. Okay. Um, yeah, I've declared war on them basically. If I were in balance mode, those would all be -10s instead of -5s, I'm pretty sure, and I would be getting zerged by them. So they're usually in most games will be one stack on defense duty, engaging enemies as they come in, and that stack will level up really, really quickly. Um, I'm trying to keep these videos to an hour only, so I'm going to finish up this turn and then I'll make another if I feel like it today. Oop, easier to kill. Heroic victory, cool. Wow, they did a lot of damage that they should not have done. Ooh. I always take the research. I really think it adds up. Miner's Land. Artifact, trinket, and Rio. So it lets something mine, but it's an artifact, right? So it only goes on like heroes. I could give my hero mining. I don't think I'd want to ever do that. That's probably getting crafted away. Cool, I found a bunch of stuff to fight. Yes, slaughtering the undead. So he's gonna go do his own quest. As far as I have found, I've generally found that you want to send your hero to do their quests. I think there's probably an argument, especially as you get better, to just take them as you see them and get things done. But for right now, I'm gonna let my hero do their stuff. Heroic victory, of course. Oh no. Heroic victory. Heroic victory, cool. I didn't want to have to deal with this, even though it could, in theory, make sense. Awesome. Forest Guide is really good, but quick reflexes is one of the few things that would make me not take Forest Guide. Yeah, I don't want harvest plants. So I guess the thing is if you get harvest plants, it gives you the harvest boost skill, so then they can get better harvesting results. But I don't care. So he's just gonna take that. We'll pick this up, get more research. I could get that cleared out maybe with a stack of wisps. I really need something that lets me start crossing awkward terrain. Sure. What are you trying to tell us? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, the light. Yeah. Okay. Ghostly prison. This I think is related to that. So yeah, we're good. Oh, and now we found a mine, so I'm probably going to move his hut really quickly in a bit because that's a lot more money. All right, that's a good place to call it for now. I'm gonna, I guess, stop the recording and then probably just immediately start a new one. So hope this is helpful.